Hello folks, this is Cliff with High Performance Archery again. We're going to talk a little bit about targets. I want to provide you just some general information on when you go to purchase a target, some of the things you might look for. There's a huge amount of targets out there now that fit almost any application that you might have. That you might be able to dream up. We here at High Performance Archery have pretty much all the bases covered when it comes to different types of archery targets. You can just pick the target that suits you best. If you have areas for or want to practice on 3D targets, 3D targets are a good way for real life practice on an animal target. You can shoot broadheads or field points into those. You can also have bag target style targets that you want to shoot only field points into those. They don't take or accept broadheads. Then you have block style targets. I think that's kind of an overall way to describe those targets. We have targets specifically for crossbows. They're a little more dense, a little more heavier construction to handle those speeds. We have the layered or foam layered style targets that you can shoot field points or broadheads into, and then we have the solid construction block style targets. And again, these you can see have lots of shootable areas on them, and they tend to last a little better from my experience with broadheads and field points. So you can start with something like this for a discharge target for your crossbows. Here in Indiana, we have had a crossbow season for a couple of years now, and the crossbow targets and the crossbows themselves have been very popular for the last couple of seasons. When you cock your crossbow, instead of shooting it into the ground or maybe wasting one of your arrows or your bolts, you can take a small discharge type target along with you and shoot that. You can also place that target out at a little farther distance just to check your zero on your crossbow. The block style targets for a little more shooting space, shooting area, and again you can go up and up and up and up. You can get the bag targets in a crossbow version as well, and then a little larger version. This just happens to be one of the targets that Morrell produces for the National Archery in the Schools program bows. These don't function very well with high-speed bows. The bows that are shooting 300 feet per second or whatever would not work well with these targets, but it's a great target for the National Archery in the Schools program because it's a fairly inexpensive target and it stops those arrows extremely well. So depending upon whether or not you want a target that you can shoot broadheads and field points into, or if you want a little more durable target to shoot just field points into, or if you want to practice on something that is more real world, something like a deer target or a 3D animal target. You want to decide what type of target you want. You want to decide what the application for that target is, and then you kind of want to decide what you want to spend on these targets because they can vary quite a bit in cost as well. So from a sort of an inexpensive low-end version to all the way up into the high-end range. So if you have any questions on targets, we're here and we can help you out on that. If you need targets, we have a wide variety of targets here as well. So if you have any questions, you need targets, we're a good source for those. Thanks a bunch.